ideas recommend themselves. There's very few true inventions. These ideas are in the milieu of our common consciousness. This is blue juice, made from psilocybe azurescens on the left and psilocybe cubensis on the right. This is when you put psilocybin mushrooms into water and you let it diffuse, and it forms this beautiful blue liquid, super potent, very fragile because it will be contaminated with bacteria within a day or two, so it must be kept refrigerated. I bring this to your attention for lots of reasons, because I think our ancestors also discovered this. I discovered this, other people have discovered this independently. But how many people here saw Dune 2? I just about fell out of my chair. Frank Herbert was a friend of mine. Frank Herbert who wrote Dune, came to visit me. I said to Frank, I gotta ask you, Dune, it's all about the spice spores. The Freemen have blue eyes. You travel through hyperspace, and the Ben Gesserit are this group of ascended shamans. And Herbert told me, Paul, you're the first person who's noticed this. He was tripping on psilocybin mushrooms. He had big Liberty caps, and he was tripping, and he saw worms coming out of the Liberty caps. And then he thought about spice and spores, and so now Frank also told me that he didn't tell his sons because psilocybin was illegal, and they're growing on his property in Port Townsend, Washington. So I met to meet his son, or his sons, and I like to tell him the story because Frank told me, I can't tell my sons because I don't want them to get in trouble, right? It wasn't like he was worried about them eating them. It was more like he was worried about them discovering them and then getting busted, so anyhow, blue juice, it's I think its time has arrived again, so okay.